guys? Welcome to Twisted Artisan. Today I have been bragging about a SEMA build coming up, and I am with Ernie's from Ernie's Southern Off-Road. I want to say thank you for having me here, and let's just start this out right away. How long have you been in business?
35 plus years.
35 plus years. I gotta say, we met like 20 years ago. We were building hot rods together, doing some crazy interiors together. That's how we know each other. You have definitely grown your location, because we're at a private location right now.
This is off the beat.
This is off the beaten path. You kind of have to be invited to be here. So I want to say once again, thanks for having me out. If you guys want to contact him, he has a full shop in High Springs. It's Ernie's Southern Off-Road. But we're going to talk about this Bronco, and then we're going to tour the private facility, and I'm going to give you another sneak peek at his public facility so you know what he actually has to offer here at Ernie's Southern Off-Road. All right, so I got a little bit of a late start here. You guys have actually got it all stripped apart, but you brought me in to do some interior work, and you told me about some of the modifications that you're going to be doing to this vehicle. It's more like a four-wheel drive Restomod type of a build. Tell me about the motor that you're going to be putting in here a little bit.
We're going to start out with a 2021 Coyote backed up with a 10-speed and the transfer case. So we're taking everything out of the 21 and putting it in the 96.
Very nice. So completely updated, completely modified, and I know you with suspension work. I know you're going to do some wild suspension work. And then you brought me in for the interior. Like we said, it's going to be a four-wheel drive Restomod, and he's wanting to keep a lot of factory looks. So we're going to do some mild modifications to the seat, keep the door panels looking very factory with some lighted trim to give it an updated look. But then we're going to go a little special with the center console and maybe do a little bit of trick lighting and the headliner, some custom details there. Now you guys are going to get to watch the full build from this point right here. As we're installing key pieces, drop a comment to let me know what you want to see, and we'll make sure we cover that install no matter where it is on the build, from wheels and tires, brake install, engine install, of course interior install, maybe a little paint and body and some body works. What do you guys want to see? Now let's tour the shop. All right, so we're gonna walk you around the fab shop a little bit. I'm gonna point out some things that I noticed, and then I'm gonna let Ernie take over and show you what he's actually doing to this frame here. So right off the bat, I can see where they've extended the front end. They've added some reinforcement here. They're definitely shaving the frame nice and smooth. They're plumbing it all up to make sure everything's square. It looks like they have the motor kind of in place. And that's pretty much as far as I can take it. So Ernie, tell me exactly what you guys are doing here with the suspension and everything.
So this is a 72 C10. It was original four-wheel drive, so he brought it in. They have a little bit of issues with the frame twisting, and we're going to put a lot of horsepower in it. So now we boxed the frame, cosmetically got rid of all the holes, got the motor in place. Now we're going to start linking it. We got our bars in the back, and it'll have pullovers front and rear. Got the tranny where we try to make them where they're easy to work on. We cut out where you can still drop the trans. We build them to drive, so if you do have a problem, you can drop it, get work on it, put it back together. But then we come back in here and brace the frame, and now we're starting our four link. We got our bars just mocked up in there the way we're going to do it.
And everything here is actually, when you're saying to mock the four link up, all these brackets are actually made right here in house, and I'm going to show you that machine right over there. We're going to slide through once again as we peek through here. Remember, this is his fab and mock-up room, and it's still nice and clean and tidy, but this is where most of the dirt and grime is going to happen, from sanding and primering, grinding metals and stuff like that. So as you peek around, keep that in mind. This is a fab room, and it's nice and tidy and clean. But here we're going to go with this CNC machine so you can see the real action.
So now Cody's cutting out parts that we need to build the braces for the axles and the four-link bar brackets and all that good stuff. all right here out of this sheet.
Now we are out of the fabrication room and we are into the final assembly room. As you can see, there are quite a few pieces of art in here that they're building, putting together step by step. And they've done everything in-house, from fabrication, paint and body, wiring, motor work, tuning work, suspension work. They can really handle it all. We're gonna talk a little bit about this one right here, and then we're gonna move on outside so you can see some of the finished works of art that they've created here at Ernie's Southern Off-Road. All right, so we're on the front of this 85 C10 here, and as you can see, the motor's in place, the suspension's in place, everything's been done. Tell me a little bit about what you guys are actually working on and where you're going with this truck.
So we're gonna build a driver. We got all tubular uppers and lowers, drilled disc brakes front and rear. We got a small block 383 crate motor. Got the new Eldebrock E-Force 4 fuel injection. So it's gonna be a dependable everyday ride.
And I can tell everything on here is brand new. Every nut, every bolt, every washer, you guys, or at least the client, has spared no expense, and you guys are doing a wonderful job. Now this is the inside. Once again, this is the assembly room, and now we're gonna go outside to see some finished product. All right, guys, so we finally made it outside. All the completed vehicles out here. Tomorrow is actually the Christmas parade. It's that time of year. As you can see, the clients are picking up their rides. They're all getting washed. We're gonna show some right over here that are completed and ready to go, have been all cleaned up. Ernie actually did a full complete build on this nice blue C10 up here. And then he has the Jeep next to it that they did a full engine swap as well as a roll cage. Now, once again, he does off-road stuff. It says it right in his name. If you have a street cruiser, a truck, and a four-wheel drive vehicle, they can do any suspension, any kind of customization, motor swaps, performance stuff, accessories. This is the shop you guys want to come to. He's been in business for over 35 years. It's a pleasure working with him. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you his main location. That's right, this is the secret spot that you have to go through the main spot to even get invited to. So let's check this ride out and then head over there. Full leaf spring delete with bracket made in-house with the CNC machine. What size wheel and tire is this?
28.6 in American Force Blur on a 4-4 blocker.
Man, I gotta say, y'all manhandled this beast. All right, so I made it over to Ernie's Southern Off-Road, and as you can see, they got some great brands behind me. Forgiato, Hostile, American Force. They do some wheels and tires with Fury over here. I'm seeing bed liners, horn blasters. They got step sides, exhaust. They do truck and truck accessories, lifts, lowers, and you've already seen the secret cave over there that does some beautiful masterpieces. Now, to give you a little bit of history on him, over the course of the 35 years, they started in Gainesville on Waldo Road, moved up to High Springs on 441. That shop's actually still over there. And then they built this beautiful shop around the corner in the heart of High Springs, Florida. They've been growing this shop ever since. Their employees, most of them have more than 10 years with the business. Some of them are even family. That's right, this is a true family-owned and operated, run business with a few outsiders that have the special qualifications needed to be here and tons of years of experience. Like I said, this is a great shop. Thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna show you a few more rides, some of the great lifted trucks that they do, and then we're gonna burn out of here.